Yes, yes, yo, it's Zhen in the beauty. And I have here, like usual now, to
Oh.
say down Lagos.
My name is Teda Olele now.
Lele.
Lele.
Opa. On this episode, we're talking about that thing you've been ignoring in your relationship. You know, that thing.
Mm.
You, yes, you.
Yes,
You crossing your leg.
I'm not crossing my leg.
You crossing your leg. So Saida will tell us.
Okay, we are going to be talking about the right approach to red flags, and everything we said on this podcast is the reason why red is considered a bad color and nobody ever thinks it's cool. Let's get into it.
Let's go. Love does not do anything.
What we are going to be talking about today is why the color red is attributed to all the bad things in the world and nobody ever thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Tell them.
No, it's just our ignorance,
Right?
and the whole idea of I'm in love. They used to say the people you don't tell the truth that will not listen to you is a girl who is in love and a guy who is in love. Everything is just good. Even if the guy
Don't you think we are too fixated? Don't you think we are too focused on the negative these days?
I feel that is why people tend to focus on the person. I mean, the presence of the person. You know, like being positive. You know, let's say you want to just be under the umbrella of being positive. Positive vibe. Anything negative, I don't want to listen. I don't want it to affect me. So we just want to live in the moment. Let me just put it that way.
Okay, what we are going to be talking about is the right approach to red flags. What do you think?
So,
how should we go about this red flag thing?
So I think we've said a lot of things about it, even with this few points of ours.
We hope we've been able to convince and not to convince you.
Yeah, so I think everything boils down. Let me use my popular word. It boils down to, you so much in love with someone and you just want to enjoy it. You want to enjoy your happiness. You just don't want anything to affect it. Even though it's affecting you, a lot of things, red flags can come in the aspect of abuse, which I don't really condone. I don't think anybody should. In terms of disrespect, in terms of every bad thing, every negative thing about relationships, you get. But some girls, I read something last time. I want to believe that thing is just to create talkability. As someone said, if my boyfriend beats me, blah blah blah, I feel he wants me to get used to his temper and everything.
What's that?
I want to believe it's just to create
people post a lot of bullshit these days.
I just want to, but I don't want to underemphasize the fact that no matter how small it is, a little amount of people will be condoning something like that.
Of course.
You understand? So they don't want it to be like, oh no, guy, you don't date like 6 guys,
right?
6 guys this year. So it'll be like, this 6th guy, anything that comes, I want to enjoy it, so that people will not say that I don't have in Yoruba Orioko. You get, and it's affecting you physically, it's affecting you emotionally and psychologically. So you are going out, you are wearing sunglasses, you are wearing hats, you are wearing face cap and everything because of the things you are trying to cover, because you are applying a lot of makeup, foundation and everything.
Wow.
Because you get, so it's really annoying when we know it. It's not about a red flag is something people need to tell us. We know.
Oh, really?
Yes, we know. But we tend to ignore it.
Okay.
And that's the most annoying part of it.
Okay. I would come in from where, for a person, I've ignored the red flag before. In this situation, a certain ex said, he said something about the way he treated someone, right? He described the way he treated someone like he just treated the person like that. It sank in my mind, like, if you are able to treat someone like this, am I an exception?
Again.
But at the point, I felt like, I just oofed it. Not like I didn't know the truth. I knew he could treat me like that. And guess what? He typically treated me like that. Then he took me back to the point where I was like, wow, I saw this and I ignored it. That being stated, that being noted. Another thing is, right, when we are talking about red flags, everybody talks as if they do not have red flags. Everybody talks as if they do not have red flags. Like, as if you two, you don't even have you as a person, you don't even have a red flag. Because you're talking about a person's red flag. Have you also considered yours? Do you get me? And I would also be coming in from the angle of, this is a red flag, that is a red flag. You said you read this somewhere. When they are even talking about red flags on Twitter, I am never the one to even put my mouth. I just enjoy, I just scroll past, because this is it. Are you sure it is not even you that you are the problem, considering some certain things as red flags? A lady said that if a guy does not read books, blah 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 blah, is a red flag. Like, must he read books?
Those are
Can't he
trash.
do more? Do you
Those are
understand?
trash
And
talks.
you know, we have certain standards too that make us consider some things red flags, right?
Yeah.
Right? Then another point I'm going to drop in, which we would emphasize, like, evaluate, is that we all have red flags.
Yeah, sure, we
Even
do.
as friends.
Sure, we
You
do.
get me? We all have red flags. So if we keep saying this a red flag, that's a red flag, I mean, who are the people that are going to be
Okay, this reminds me
who is
of
going to be together at the end of the day?
yesterday. I saw on Hollywood Digest, if I'm not wrong. I
Okay.
posted on my story. So a girl posted, she's 6'5" in height. Yeah, so
Yeah.
she was talking about girls who are always saying short guys. Yes, I'm
Mm-hmm.
a short guy. Yes, I'm proud.
You're not
Yes,
so short.
yeah. So
You're not short.
a lot of people, I get a lot of, you are so short and
You're not
everything.
so short. Let's
Okay,
cancel
so
that.
the girl was like, I'm 6'5", dating a 5'2",
Right?
and I'm happy. We've been dating for 5 months,
Right.
and I'm happy about it. Blah blah blah.
Unlike the
But
girls that are
girls,
fucking with
it's
the tall guys.
toxic guy
Toxic tall
who
guys.
is ignoring you.
I
Sorry,
swear.
alcoholic, and a lot of things. And you see, there are a lot of these people that just come up with some I don't want to call it dramatic. I just feel, thinking overboard, like, this is the kind of guy I want. I want a tall. Okay, there's this, I don't know if this person is going to listen actually, but it might just catch this up kind
So
of.
you're outrightly throwing out
Yeah,
the song
yeah,
to somebody
yeah,
right now.
yeah,
Hallelujah.
yeah.
I am in for it. I
Yeah.
like the song part of it.
So I saw the picture. Yeah, the person is a friend. So I was like, who's this fine girl? This was like far back, early this year, if I'm
Okay.
not wrong, around May is not early. Let's say May, June.
Okay.
This girl, I've been following this girl on your status and all. Why is she? So she posted something like she's single and all. I was like, I'm single too now. So how far?
Ready to mingle.
What's up? What's up about your friend? And she was like, I was not like, okay, what's our ideal guy? What kind of
Right.
guy? I know that's the first thing. They always want to, because she's a very, very intellectual person. She's trying to go for a master's in the US
Oh,
to UK,
boss
and then I think she
there.
was looking at Cambridge or something.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, okay, this is someone who I would love to. I might not be able to do masters in those places. I'm not that
So
bad
you
too.
like that kind of
I'm
person.
not bad too. You get? No, Kere. You get?
Ah, so
I'm not
okay
Kere
now.
at all. So
Okay.
I was like, she now said, she wants a tall guy
Oh, wow.
with beards and that can carry her up. She's
Wow.
little. I was like,
I think those people watch too much movies or something.
I
For
think
me,
K drama is really fucking.
it's fucking with girls' head.
It's
The
fucking
thing
their
for
head.
me, the physical appearance is not even, the physical thing is not even. Oh, anyways, we 30 plus women, we are deeper than that. You get me? The physical thing just do look good. But when I am eating deep into what all these red flags is, for me, for a person, the way you treat other persons, for you, it matters around
Am I
me.
grind?
Oh no, the way you treat other persons matters around me, because in my mind I'm like, yo, if you can treat this person like this,
Yeah.
I do not see myself as an exception to anybody, okay? Do you understand?
Yeah, I get you,
If you
I
can
get
treat this person like this, then you can definitely treat me like that. Maybe that is where I start, sourcing my red flags from. And Zen mentioned something. I'm really not used to calling you Zen,
No, yeah.
Okay, let's just say Q. So Q said something about being too focused on positivity.
Yeah.
This thing, I have tried it. I am trying it, and I am just at this point really trying to be very realistic with myself. You're stuck in this frame of positivity because you don't want to overthink, you don't want to bother yourself, you don't want to release some toxins in yourself. But at the end of the day, you really have to face the reality of what you are going through. If you're trying to be positive with someone, right, if the person is equally positive as much as you are, like if the person is matching up with your with the tenacity of your positivity, that works, right? Then you can be able to deal with each other's red flags and handle it. But if you are the only positive person, like extremely positive person, you are going to land yourself in big problem.
So I feel for me, I understand where you're coming
You
from,
get me,
but
right?
yeah, but I feel for me, let's say in the aspect, it happens in relationship actually, not even intimate relationship alone. Like you said, even in families,
Okay.
blood and everything. But I feel when it comes to relationship, like intimacy, or you're trying to get to know yourself in that process of, even though you might be knacking,
That one
you
day, that
get
one
it
day,
might be
that
knacking.
one
You
day.
don't need to be in a relationship to knack in Lagos.
You
I'm
don't know
sorry.
them all.
So so if, but I'm very sure there is a large capacity. It's always one-sided, not
Right?
over one-sided. Like the percentage is like 70-30.
What's
Sometimes it
that?
can be 80-20. I mean, it's higher.
Mhm,
At some point it could be the guy,
mhm,
from the guy.
mhm.
Mostly it's almost mostly from the guy.
What's that?
Sometimes when I come with ignorance, I feel
Mhm.
it comes from the girls mostly.
Girls ignore
Yes,
red flags a lot,
yes.
and guys, you wouldn't even know what their red flag is in women.
Actually, for my own
Then
point,
you will not
for
know how to
me,
behave around them.
from me, I feel the whole idea of I don't want to hurt someone is really fucked with me
Mhm,
as a person. Okay, for example, meeting someone
mhm,
and I'm not really feeling that person.
mhm.
You get, I'll come up with a lot of things. This this
To
this
defend the
this
person.
thing I'm saying is going to fuck me up actually when it ends up coming out.
Eh,
But
eh,
but I think I
I'm
think
in
I
for
think
it.
I think it's going to reshape me. It's going to,
I think
give
I
me,
know what you're talking
it's going to
about.
give me a very good direction.
But
And
Z, let me ask you something.
yeah,
You notice a red flag in one person, nah,
yeah,
and you don't japa. Is that
that's
it?
that
Is
is
that
what
how we
is.
should do
But
it?
if it's constant,
That is what I'm saying. Like once I see, if I'm meeting you for the first time and there's something about you, this is not me ignoring what it is, but it is me not, being judgmental. I might, I might think for you, I might make excuses for you in my head. At least there's still a space of that. That it could be mood, it could be situation, it could be this, it could be that.
so that is why it's in plural.
Right?
Red flags.
Flags,
Do you
not
understand?
red.
You
Wow,
get.
that was very
You
intelligent.
get.
Right?
So it's something that
But
happens.
But the way this thing is put out is like once you just spot
No,
something about
no,
someone,
no.
you
The
japa.
person could be in a very bad mood. Maybe the person lost. Okay, you might meet someone on Sunday and the person lost his dad on Monday, and you'll be
Mhm.
like, "Oh, this guy never sent me message." Or we
Mhm.
spoke last night, and it was
Mhm.
it was it
Mhm.
was he's hyping, he's too hyped and everything, and
Mhm. And the
and,
next
and
minute
next many minutes,
is
next
damp,
day he's
right?
acting, and you'll be like, "I think this guy doesn't like me." Or more, next up to the next one. Do you
No.
understand? That
But
is where the red flag come
flag,
flag.
singular one.
Yes,
But red
flag. So
flags.
when it continues, when it keep telling you, I do it often actually.
Hmm.
I'm
I
busy.
like the fact that Zen is, he's casting
you
himself, he's
get, you
shooting his
get,
acid.
you
I
get
like what
that
you're
that
doing
that
on this
that's why I said
podcast.
that's why I said it's going to really fuck a lot of things up for me. But
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
in for
fucking
it.
I don't fucking
Coffee
care because
care. We don't
because
care.
because
What's wrong with you? The coffee is just kicking in. Actually, I should tell you, the coffee I took like some minutes ago
so
is really just
so
playing
it's
with me
going to
right
fuck
now.
it's going to make me know who is in for me and who is not in for me actually.
Right?
So it's going to be, for me, I feel, when I keep telling you, I'm busy, I'm
Mm-hmm.
busy. Yes, I can be busy,
Mm-hmm.
but this saying that you can't be too busy, you can't be
Hey, you watch it over there.
you can't be
You
you
watch
can't be
it.
you can't be
Come on, right, darling.
no, I know, no, actually,
Ah,
that's what I'm saying. No,
watch it.
no, I'm not watching anything.
Osh,
I'm
no,
not,
we will not
no.
release this podcast.
No, I'm just trying to say
I
that,
get you.
like,
But are you sure you're not making excuses? Is that person not getting, preparing? Is that person not,
that's what I'm saying. If I do it sometimes, I can just withdraw giving excuses, and I'll just be like, "Oh, what am I doing? It's not nice." And I'll just be like, "Okay, what's up? How you doing?
Right.
Let's
When you
talk."
are actually supposed to just
Withdraw and
withdraw.
let the person
But
know. Okay,
withdrawal is really hard to
it's really fucked
accept.
up. Really
Withdrawal
fucked
is
up.
really hard to
So
accept.
that's what I'm saying, that it's going to affect me,
Mm.
but it's going to also build me. So no, okay, this is when to call it quits.
Quit.
You
How do
get.
we even call it quit?
That is when she's telling you, I feel I'm not feeling the old thing because we're not communicating. Do you
Right.
understand? And you'll be like, I think I feel the same way, but I just want us to be very, I don't want us to end in a bad note. You
Right.
guys, she's going to be angry actually. We are not happy
Right.
also.
Right.
But subsequently, you guys could still see yourself outside in the mall, in the cinema or something, and still be able to say, hey, what's
I'm
up?
feeling bad about that right now
How you
because
doing? You get?
me for a person, I always try to weigh what my red flags are. Like me as a person, know what I put out as red flags to people. Do you understand? Even in friendship, even in sexual intimacy. But then again, when the certain way that you are, when your attributes is a problem with someone, then you have to start, not be yourself around that person.
I get.
That's another problem.
So
What you are considering a red flag might just be the natural way this person is, which you cannot change. I don't know if you get me. I wouldn't
I
make
get you.
certain, I don't want to make a certain, quote and unquote. But I am always in this position when somebody finds me maybe too all over the place, too outspoken, too outshiny. What am I supposed to do in that situation? It is you then. Then projections start coming in. I think we have thrown away the place of projections in these red flags. People have insecurities, right?
No, sure.
People have fears. I
Sure.
met my friend said something, my very witty friend, psychic, he said something that insecurities birth fear inside of people,
Yeah.
and they project that thing into others, thereby seeking an unwarranted change. I felt it.
Oh,
You don't understand.
I
Another
get you.
situation of red flag is, okay, you as a person, you have a problem with your esteem, or you got some things going on, and you meet someone out there who has done quite so much assignment on his or herself, being all out there being his or herself. You cannot tolerate it, you could not accommodate it. Before you know it, you label it a red flag. What about that? Then I have to start, behaving in ways that please you. I have to start. Do you get that kind of a
I
thing?
get your point.
Me for a person, this is my approach to red flags, right? Because I've been there, done that. I have typically seen a red flag before. Going back to what I said earlier, that a certain ex of mine treated somebody really bad, and in my mind I'm like, I'm really lofa. But I was getting good dick. I was,
Dick was dope, right?
the dick was dope. About the biggest dick I ever had.
Oh!
Oh no. Everything was really going good at the time. I totally ignored it. Not like I didn't know, not like I didn't process it. At that time, I was wise enough to know that this guy is equally going to treat me the same way. And guess what? He did. That's a fact. But going forward, my own approach to red flag, I am not the one to label a red flag on like the first, second, third meeting. Trust me. We will meet in different places. We can be out there in a club. We can be on the beach. We can be in a workspace. We can even be together in a cozy environment. So we can, a lot of factors are involved, right?
I think we've dived too
deep.
and it's really nice. Anybody listening to this
should
would
understand better.
Yeah,
should just do the 2 plus 2.
I feel for conclusion,
Right?
I feel red flags, we condone a lot of things as humans,
And we all have red flags too.
Yes,
We should
do.
always
We
take
do.
chill pills.
That is why I said
You Gen Z people. Hey, if person sneeze beside you like this, now red flag, get it Japan here. How do you guys even do that?
and they'll be fine.
Man, it's crazy because I'm meeting you one time, and because you did this thing, you've moved on to the next person.
Sure.
I mean,
Sure, I get
for me, my approach to whatever is called red flag is that.
That is
I
where
work on my
physical- That is where physical.
touching my hair.
Sorry.
Did I get it?
Sorry.
Do it again.
Shut up.
Come on, come on, touch it.
So I think that is where the physical connection comes in. People feel like first impression, the word first impression really matters, and sometimes I can give you my best. Depends on how I feel. And the next time you just be like, come on,
I'll
this
just
guy.
give you bare
This
minimum.
was just last week Friday. This guy was overhyped and everything. And this is Saturday, just yesterday, and it's just chilled. You get. Some people want the overhyped.
The same overhype.
Like,
I really
and
just want to
and
meet
some
the real you.
You understand? And
Please.
some people want to love the chilled person. You understand? So why not try to balance it?
Balance it, right?
And know, okay, this is why this person was hyped this moment, and this is why.
Then if it persists, then
You
you
get-
know that there's a pattern
you
involved.
get.
So I think I have also, had to have interpersonal relationship with people to understand at some point, like, okay, you did this thing the first time. I'm not the quickest to say that is your red flag,
Yeah.
okay? I will chill. I watch out for patterns because I have experienced quite a number of patterns. Do you understand? I watch out for patterns, and I also pay attention to the way my body feels around you, my aura, my vibe, my energy, and everything. Okay, cool. I am open to talking about certain things.
Yeah.
I'm the one that would. But I am saying all these things not like they happen for me easily or like easier said than done. It takes me to process too. Maybe I'm the one overreacting. Maybe I'm the one that have expectation. Then, in my own conclusion, I'll just bring you to, a normal human realm.
Yeah, I get.
I'll remove all sentiments, good sex, orgasm, whatever.
Take
Anyway,
it
you
off.
make me, if you take it off, then let's be humans with each other. Let's see how we do this.
So
Because I believe we all have imperfections.
We do.
We are all fucked up.
We are all fucked up. Yes. Nobody's perfect.
So please, guys, take it easy out there with your red flags, okay?
You know.
And let us know your approach towards it, how you handle it too on your end.
Yeah.
Or what do you think?
Yeah.
Subscribe, like, comment, share. Hey,
Yeah.
Q, the person you were shading on this.
I'm not shading anybody.
You shaded.
I'm not shading anybody.
The subtle jabs that you threw on this podcast, I
No,
tried as much.
no,
I always try not to throw subtle jabs on this podcast. So at
sometimes-
the end of the day, we'll release it and somebody will start feeling like,
If you see my DM.
well,
After
I'm not, you know me, I've not actually been.
So you have the right to. I was like,
Ah,
I'm not
oh my
talking to you.
So please, this is as objective as possible.
Yeah.
We are not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
We should always drop this disclaimer. But that ex that I talked about, I said it in my chest.
I said that one too.
I've blocked you. You
without
cannot
calling
reach
any
me.
names.
Fuck you.
Reach me and you hear my lawyer. You hear my lawyer. For is it defamation or what?
Defamation. Yes,
1 billion.
Yes, tell them.
I will set out of court.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so much.
guys.
Thank you so
It
much.
was really nice doing this. Send some love and kisses to my guy.
Yeah, I'm money.
And I'm still single, guys. Okay.
Okay, she's 30 and single.
You want to put?
30 and single.
Wow.
But she's collecting.
I'm not even collecting. You know I don't collect these things steady. You know.
Okay.
I don't collect these things steady.
Well, you need to collect it. You need it. Sometimes you need
I
it.
cannot just be collecting. Mom meeting so quick in marry now. So come back in my car. Bye, guys.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Mwah. Any